Check 1 2, check 1 2. Oh wait, I think I forgot to put this on. I need to find a way to have this. I need to find a way to have this thing pop up automatically. Actually, I think there is a way. Oh, actually, there is a way. Gonna have to. I'll have to do that later. I have to do that later. Hello, Yuki. Good morning, or whatever time it is over there. I hope you're doing well. It's morning over here. That's why I say good morning. But I probably should have. I need to put maybe a clock somewhere on the stream. 1603. 1603. Oh right. That's in Europe. Right. Anyway, good morning from me. Good afternoon to you. Good. That's why I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And I haven't done that for a while. But I'm just here sipping my tea. Just woke up. Not actually too long ago. Usually whenever I do these Japanese learning streams, I wake up like 30 minutes before stream. I did not do that today. But yeah, I was actually debating on what to do for stream today, or even stream at all. I probably should actually take a Sunday off and not actually stream on a Sunday. But I was deciding, did I want to do the really weird gaming, the hiragana gaming thing that we did last week, or continue with Wanikani. We will get back to the other thing at some point. But I just recently got to level 20 in Wanikani. So that's what we're going to be doing today. However, I also apparently did not do my reviews yesterday, so they have piled up quite a bit. And let me show you just how bad it has piled up. Let me see. 302. Now this isn't as bad as the 1000 that I left behind when I came back from my previous trip, but this is still pretty bad. And I think I might try to speed run a little bit of this, just to see how far we can get. But I'm gonna put a hard 2-hour limit on myself today, because I mean I usually try to do these learning streams, these review streams in about 2 hours. So let's get started, because it's gonna take a little while. We'll talk along the way. Speed run mode, and because we're doing speed run mode, let me double check something here. Background BGM is gonna go off, and instead we're gonna put on a playlist, a free to use playlist that's actually pretty banger. So starting that right now. Can you hear it? I want it to be not too overwhelming, but please tell me if you can hear it or not. Oh no, you cannot. The audio's gone. Okay, how about now? How about now? Should be audible. Okay. Alright. Okay. I remember you, Rekishi. I remember you, history. Rekishi, what is this? Kantatsu? No, Kanren. Kanren is relation, I think? Oh, it is, actually. Huh. Shioaji, salty. Wait. Oh, Shiomizu, I read that wrong. Oh, crap. We'll let it pass. This is what gets me half the time when I'm doing these reviews. I read half the kanji and assume what the other one is, and then I look back. Oh wait, that's actually wrong. That's actually wrong. Zaibatsu. We have an actual kanji for the Zaibatsu of Japan. Shioki means salty? Oh, I haven't seen that combination yet, but that's good to know though. That's good to know. Steamship. We got steam and we got ship. Hirogaru. I think that means to widen? Not to widen? To spread out, to extend, to stretch. I don't understand the difference. Just came by but might disappear due to job hunting? Okay. Thanks for dropping by, Rovi. Good luck on your job hunting. Hope you find something soon. What was this again? Yusen? No. Yusen? Kisen? I think this is Kisen. Let me try. Oh, it is Kisen. He has a different reading there. Shio... Oh, Shioke. I see. As in, salty type? Is that kind of what it means? Let's see, what is this? What is it? This is body... Correct. I feel like I've seen this before, but I don't remember seeing it. Wait, hold up. What the heck is this? I feel like I've seen this before. It has been forever. What are you? I'm gonna... Oh, hontoni. Oh my gosh. Why did it not register until now? Honto. By the way, this is for which level of JLPT? I think, let me double check on a different screen how far I am as far as JLPT stuff. Wanikani stats, there's actually a thing that connects Wanikani to stats stuff. Oh, I need to get my API key. Apparently I don't have it on this one. Let me grab it so I can actually see how far I am. Hey GNG, welcome. We're putting on the Get Stuff Done BGM because I have 300 reviews and I don't think I'll be able to finish them in 2 hours, but you know, I'll do what I can. Wait. Wanikani stats. If I can find it here. I guess I'll use this thing. Let me try this. Okay. Let me see if I can show you guys my JLPT progress here. Yeah. No, don't worry about it. I am kind of curious myself and haven't checked it in a while. But this website links my Wanikani to I guess an analyzer of some sorts. And I am here at level 20. So Wanikani itself goes all the way up to N1. Not all of N1, but you can get all of N2 by the time you get to level 51. I am here at level 20, and according to this, I have pretty much all of the N5 level kanji, and most of N4, more than halfway of N3, and not even halfway of N2, definitely nowhere near close for N1. But we are around here. By the time I get to level 27, I should have all of N4, or at least have learned all of N4. Actual progress, though, is... Music's a little high for me. Let me lower down a little bit. Yeah, it shows here. You can also see over here how much kanji you have under you. It's quite a bit, actually. It's quite a bit. Let me open this. And as far as actually memorized stuff, you can't see. Yeah, you can't see the tooltip because it's covered by chat. But apparently, I have, according to this, mastered 125 kanji out of 2,000, which is quite a bit already. So yeah. Now, am I actually gonna remember this in real life? Well, I can read some of them without having to think too much. But yes, yeah, to a degree. To a degree. The more recent stuff that I learned, though, maybe not as well. But what's this? Yogi. I think this is suspicion. We got shape and we got doubt, so suspicion. Now, granted, I'm only doing kanji right now. I haven't touched grammar whatsoever. I know a little bit of grammar from from what do you call this? Just passive learning, but not any actual like formal studying. And I'm trying to figure out ways to do that. How would you study grammar other than, you know, just hitting the books? I'm trying to find the most efficient method, and I don't think I can get past Tai Kim for that at the moment. Ransen, what's Ransen? Ransen, riot, fight. Oh, that might be a melee or like a free-for-all. Yogi. This is a suspicion. Books are the go-to. I suppose they will be the go-to. I don't think you need anything too complicated as far as grammar stuff, right? Honto ni. Honto ni. Now we got that memorized. Shio miso, salt water. Then once you have at least the basics, look for someone to converse. I think that's the toughest part. That's the toughest part. Taiki. Taiki? Taiki. Yeah, to spread out. To widen, to spread out. I guess to spread out is more accurate. Tadasu. Tadasu. They wanted this as coffin, so we'll go with coffin. Though I do think it's more like berry or something. Oh well. Shio mizu. You can explore the grammar part. Let me check the app I use to converse with you. Oh, you're actually doing that. You're actually doing that. I'm still also debating of doing the other end of the extreme and actually going to a language school, but I'm kind of thinking, do I really want to do that? I don't know. I don't know. Ransen, I think that's a free-for-all, right? Free-for-all? Yeah. Tatsu. Tatsu. This is to be built, I think. Tadasu is to be corrected. To be correct or to be corrected? To be corrected. Right. Transitive. The A form is usually transitive. So to correct. Why are they teaching you about free-for-alls? They're teaching you how to read. And it just so happens that that's one of the vocabulary words to help you. I mean, free-for-alls, fights don't really break out in Japan that often unless you're like part of a gang or the Yakuza. Japanese gangs haven't been a thing since the 80s, I feel like. Jitsukan? Yeah, with the double K. Japanese gangs haven't really been a thing since the 80s, so the biker gangs, I don't think are, if there are biker gangs that exist these days, they're not quite the same as they used to be. But Yakuza still do exist, and I don't think I've heard any large-scale Yakuza fights in recent history. I know there have some that have been broken out in the past, especially in the 90s and early 2000s. I want to say the Yakuza are being phased out, but they're also being replaced by other people, which are, I don't know what they do. Use the app in tandem. Let's see. Let's see. Taiki. Taiki. I think that's atmosphere. I'm always a little bit unsure about this one. Atmosphere. Okay. Hirogaru. Nikin. Nikin. So this is like 2 loaves of bread. For some reason, we have something specific for loaves. Black. Oh, this one I just learned recently. So we'll do the Japanese first, and we'll come back to this when we get the English. So goju. Goju. What is this? On. Goju on. Is this June or Kun? Goju on Kun. No? Go.
Goju onjun.
Oh, Goju Onjun. That's a mouthful. That is a mouthful. But we'll get back to the English when we get back to it. Let's see. This is, I think, Ren. What's this one? Renraku. Oh wait, it's in English. Renraku is to be take along, entangled. What the heck is that combination? I'm honestly not sure. I'm gonna fold because I have no idea. Or at least I don't remember. To contact, to get in touch with. Okay, I would not have gotten that. To contact, renraku. Renraku suru. Renraku suru. Okay, 2 loaves. 2 loaves of bread, apparently. We got that. Jitsukan, real feeling, true feeling. But I guess they want real feeling. Let's see, Tatsu. I think Tatsu is to be built. Yeah, to be built. I'm never sure. Toshinen. Then renraku shite kudasai. Please contact me. I don't think I've actually heard that anywhere. Or at least I've never noticed it. It probably shows up in dramas and anime every so often. But I've never noticed it, so I am gonna be on the lookout for that whenever it happens. I have been trying to read some Japanese signs and stuff from my pictures in previous trips, and one of these days I think we will try to all together try to read some of the real life examples for kanji and such, so that we can get some practice out of that. I think that would be a pretty neat thing to try to do, but I'm gonna have to search all my pictures first before we can do it. I found some, but not enough for a stream anyway. Toshinen, within the year. Yeah, the year and then inside. But there's also like Toshi Nenchu. I think there's like also Nenchu, which is throughout the year. I don't understand that one. So this is to correct, not to be correct. Why is it to correct? Tadasu versus no, it's just Tadasu. Wait, I thought that was a different verbiage. Oh, it's just this. Okay. Okay. I think I got confused with something. Alright. Let me see. I think this is not protect. I saw this one recently. What are you? What are you? I can't think. It has been a couple of days, but even so, this is not unfamiliar. Oh. I'm gonna fold. I have no idea. No idea. Outer space. Oh. Oh wow. What's the roof and dry is equals to outer space? Man, it has been a while since I last saw you. Nennai within the year, current year. Nenchu within a full year. But the way they I don't know if we'll see it today, but the way they translate this is throughout the year, which is a little bit weird. So I don't know what that's about. So we got running. Seiji, so this is the government. Seichi? It's either Seichi or Seiji. I don't know if this is Rendaku or not. It's Seiji! It's Seiji. Oh no, it's normally G. Wait, when does it actually get changed to Chi? Oh no, there's two pronunciations to this in Onyomi. I hate it when they do that. Oh, I hate it when they do that. I never know which one to use. Okay, to contact. Okay, so this is Goju Onjun, which means in there's a few ways to say this, but we'll say phonetic order, or no, syllable order. Now we'll go over this a little bit because it's confusing to me also. So in English we have A, E, I, O, U. Let me type that out. In English we have A, E, I, O, U as how we remember the vowels, the order of vowels. But in Japanese, apparently their order of vowels is this. A, I, U, E, O. And that is apparently what this is referring to. And they do explain it in detail down here. It's a little confusing for someone who didn't grow up in Japan. You have 50 sounds, hence the goju, 50. Then they're in a certain order. So the a, I, u, e, o. So these 50 sounds are the Japanese syllabary. Hiragana, katakana, probably from back in the day when there were more sounds than there are now, supposedly. So the 50 sounds in order make up I, E, U, E, O. For the 5 columns of kanji, not kanji, 5 columns of hiragana and katakana you see almost every single day. I guess another way to say it's syllabary order. I said syllable order. More or less the same thing. But it's an interesting concept to say the least. Okay, so this is... We are inferring, so that we have guess and knowledge, so infer. Ooh, which one is this one? Waka waka shi. Waka shi. We'll get to that. Nennai. This was Nennai. Waka waka shi, youthful. So we have the kanji for young. And then we have this repeater, which I don't know if it actually is used as much, but they use it so much in Wanikani. I'm inclined to believe it. It's like Anya spoke in the background. Waka wakashi, youthful, youth looking. But yeah, we have the repeater kanji over here, which just means do this kanji twice. Which is a little bit weird that they have a kanji to say do this kanji twice. I mean, I guess it's a thing. Youthful, youth looking. This is I guess what you would say to someone who is probably a little bit older, but you want to compliment them. You look younger. Waka waka shine. Okay, so this is run. Bukiyo, unskillful or bad at. Satsuchi, or I guess Sachi? Yeah. Raku suru. Here we go. Okay, so this is space or outer space. Bukiyo. Bukiyo. Not container use. I don't understand, but okay, we'll go with it. I think Japanese also did have an old style ABC order. Iroha. Oh, I've heard of Iroha, but not. I didn't know it was that. It's an old Japanese poem that contains all syllabaries at once. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, back in the day before we had formal education, it was the job of monks and the church or monasteries to teach people, right? Because everything was like religion centered and stuff like that. So that's how you get the education passed on to everyone else. And then formal schools were made. I don't really get Japanese writing. They have hiragana, katakana, kanji. Why can't they just have it all in one go? I feel that. And I think the short answer to that is because they're too stubborn. They're too stubborn to change it any other way. That's the short answer. The long answer would be it is partly history, which is the too stubborn part. Hiragana was actually made, I think, if I remember the story correctly, because they were using kanji for the longest time. And because kanji is so complicated, right? It was only used by the upper class, or at least the people in power. And most normal people have no idea how to read it, or at least they eventually were able to read it when that time period came to teach everyone kanji. But they first started, but before they got to that point, they started with hiragana. I think there was a monk by the name of Kukai. I think his name is Kukai. Went to China and then came back, made hiragana, and then I think katakana came later as a way to partially teach kanji and as well as to be used as another text to write non-native Japanese words. Basically, I think that's how it went. And the reason why we have all three of them together now, and the reason why we all why we have all of them together now is because hiragana is used for anything that kanji can or cannot cover. Katakana for foreign words and sound effects and some animals apparently. And then kanji is for pretty much everything else. But in writing, it kind of cues you into how do you say things, and supposedly makes it easier to read, because if everything was written in hiragana, then it would be a lot more difficult to read because they don't use spaces. If they actually use spaces, it probably wouldn't be as bad. Written Japanese would be unintelligible if it weren't for kanji. There are just too many homonyms. Yes, that's also true. That's also true. You gotta remember, Japanese is first and foremost spoken language first, and then they looked to China because they were the cool neighbor who had everything, and so they took kanji from them and made it their own, and then everything else went from there. But basically, I mean, if you think about it, China was the big cultural spot in the ancient world for the for East Asia, right? Let's not even think about the people that are in Southeast Asia, just East Asia in general. Korea, China, Japan. Japan wasn't even a huge player back in the day. They had their own stuff going on. But China was huge, and it still is huge. And you can probably say, hey, a lot of stuff came from China and got imported all throughout Asia, not just East Asia, but also Southeast Asia. Yeah, so what do you do when you don't have your own writing system? You take it from someone else. Apparently. Now let's back up a little bit. Korea does use kanji to a very small degree, but they also initially used kanji from China, and it makes sense. They're practically neighbors. But it eventually got replaced by, what is it called, Hangul? I think it's called Hangul. They eventually replaced it with whatever they have right now, and it makes sense for them to replace their language, their writing. It makes sense for them to replace their writing because the way Korean is spoken is more phonetic. It's more phonetic than they have a lot of different sounds. Is what I'm trying to say. They have a lot more different sounds than Japanese does. Japanese has, if you think about it, very limited number of sounds, and when you put them all together, you're eventually going to run into homophones, which are words that sound similar to each other or basically exactly the same but mean different things in different contexts. And with the way Japanese is spoken, context is heavily needed to understand what the heck people are saying, and I'm not exactly sure why or how it developed the way it did, but that's also another reason why we still have all this confusing stuff. But the kanji at the end of the day makes it clearer what you're talking about in writing, but in spoken language, it definitely matters more what's happening at the time, right? What's happening right now when you're talking to someone, and what do you call this? The words you use in that situation. Now, if you introduce a different word in that situation that's outside of the context, confusion could happen, but that generally doesn't happen. Yeah. Adapt words. Thank you. I mean, technically they did adopt it. They adopted it, technically. They didn't really take anything. So, anyway, let's go back to this. Goju on June. Goju on June. There we go. That's a mouthful. Katsuyo. What is Katsuyo? We got lively. We got a task, a lively task. Katsuyo. I forgot. We'll just go with this for now. Katsuyo. Crap. I thought I could put aside for now. Katsuyo is Katsuyo. Katsuyo nani? Katsuyo nan desu ka? It's not an errand. It's not vigor. It's not Katsuyo. I am going to guess errand, but I don't think it's right. It's not right. Conjugation! I would not have remembered this. Parts of speech kanji is one of my biggest nemesis. This is my biggest nemesis. Parts of speech kanji. Like, how was I supposed to remember this? They took it and made it their own. I mean, there's a lot of kanji that don't exist in Chinese. Oh, that doesn't exist in Chinese? Really? I know Chinese, for the most part, is a lot more blocky than Japanese is. Japanese has some interesting kanji that, could kind of make sense, I guess. Junban. I think this is order. I think this means order. Order. As in turn order. Junban. There we go. Okay, well now we're back to space. I remember your pronunciation at least. Ooh, as in uchu. Chugakusei. Oh, chugakusei. That is a middle schooler. Okay, so we have this umbrella looking radical and this other radical that looks like a tree. Gotta be careful about this combination because the umbrella radical can be accompanied by a bunch of other different radicals, but I think this one means thinks. It does not mean thinks. What are you? What are you? After I said all that. Tree? An umbrella is a bill or a tag. Which one was the other one? This one. Spirit and umbrella is thanks. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. This is a floor. I think this is a floor. Mijikai. I think that's small. Wait, this one's small? Wait, what is this one then? I thought this was small. Short! Come on! They're basically the same thing. Original Japanese kanji are usually marked in the dictionaries as kokuji. Ah, I did not know this. Did not know this. Detailed or thin. I think this was detailed. So we have thin guy. This is karamu, as in to be entangled. Yep. This is a newer kanji for me, so I'm a little confused which pronunciations to use. To be tangled or to be entangled. This is happiness, so ko. This is floor, so yuka. Katsuyo, conjugation. Conjugation. So this one is bill or talisman, some sort of tag. So fuda, right? Fuda? No, you don't want fuda. You want satsu? Satsu. Chugakusei, middle schooler. Just remember, if you see this gakusei over here at the end, it's usually some sort of student. Some sort of student. This is... So this is detailed. It's not saigai. Hosugai? Hosugai, I think? Not hosugai. What are you? I don't remember.
Komakai.
Komakai. Komakai. I'm not sure I'm supposed to remember that one. It says in a coma, but I feel like it's a little too extreme. But I may have to remember it that way. Jibun wo. Yeah, this is feeling. Tokui. Tokui. I think this is not. Wait. Oh, I misspelled. Oh, that gets me all the time. Short. Happiness. Happiness kanji. I think this is hojiru. Hojiru, to report. So this is by. I think this is by. Please give a detailed explanation. Let me see. Komakaku setsume shite kudasai. Komakaku setsume shite. I need to work on my reading. Like I can read it a little bit, but it's definitely not smooth reading, right? My reading's not very smooth. Komakaku setsume shite kudasai. That was awkward. That was awkward. Komakai. Jibun wo feeling. No, not feeling? Wait. I thought that was feeling. Oneself, myself? Crap. I think I got this mixed up with something else. Oneself. I know I hear this a lot from Code Geass, but for some reason this is the one that gets highlighted from that song. I don't know why. Satsujin. Oh, I probably got it mixed up with Kibun. You're probably right. Boreru. Not Boreru. Oh no, it's not Boreru. It's Abareru. I think this is Abareru. We'll get back to it. Ka, to buy. There we go. This is, I think this is add, the power mouth, the to add, addition. Yeah. Mijikai. I think Mijikai is kind of has an interesting pronunciation because if you just remember the short kanji over here, if you just remember the short kanji, and you know mini in English, right? Mini is small or sometimes short. Miji, mini, kind of the same thing. Kind of the same thing. Hojiru, I think, is to report. A little bit off. What did you want? To report on. You could say to news report, but doesn't make sense. To report on. I mean, to report on, same thing. Okay, I misspelled this earlier, but tokui is to be good at. Tokui. Good at. Tokui. So one, self. I guess self is fine. I think this one's a new one for me. We got a tree in a mouth, or I guess technically a mouth if you want to look at it that way. It looks like a box. I actually do not remember what this is. It's not hard, as in hard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fold. What are you? Troubled, distress. Oh, I was very distressed when I saw that. I was very distressed when I saw that. Why would you put a tree in a box? Araberu. Araberu? No. Abareru. Which means to rage and stuff like that. Satsujin. I keep on thinking Satsujin means murderer because that's what I think it means, but apparently it means just murder. It just means murder. So, yeah. Let's see. Ruka wa kanji ga tokui desu ne. I'm getting better. So you're saying that I'm good at kanji. I'm getting better. I definitely I think my average is like 80% whenever I do these reviews. But that just means the other 20% I miss, I get better at eventually. I'm sure I've seen Satsujin used for murderer. That's what the confusion is for me. But apparently it just means murder. I don't know. Can someone clarify? Can Satsujin be used as for murder and murderer? Or is just one or the other? Ka for add. This is period, I think. Not period. What was this one? Crab. Right. Crab. Sure. We'll go with that. So this is take along. We have a car on a scooter, so it's take the car along on a scooter. This is candy sculpture. We have candy shaping. So candy sculpture. Got to spell right. This is kon, as in trouble. This is to rage, because we have the violence kanji here. The violence kanji is almost unmistakable. It's like this blocky, bent out kanji, and it's kind of like an engine, a violent engine to me. Side, I think this is side. Yeah. Amezaiku, I think, amezaiku. Ame, as in the candy, zai for shape over here. But I think that can also be pronounced a different way. Watch out for the rendaku on side, that's the reason why. So normally it would be sai, because thin, but it's zai in this case. Murderer would be kuroshia? No, wait. No, I heard kuroshia before. That's different though, that's a hitman. Let's see, Satsujinsha. I think that's a confusion. Normally we hear the Satsujin part, but we don't usually hear the Sha part. That's why. That's the confusion, thank you. Yoho ho. But we're actually just making a forecast. Gawa. There's also Hitogoroshi. But Satsujinsha, I think, is the other word for it. So side gawa, forecast, beforehand report. So what is that? Forecast before you report a forecast. Take along, rent a car. We have a car there, so just think rental. What are you? Oh, I think this is Togo. Togo? Togo, we have equal and number. Oh wait, I misspelled. This is a gate. That's 100% a gate. Burn the gate. Crab. Okay, so now we are troubled, distressed. Let's just put distress. Distress is a good word to remember. This one I think is ocean. I want to say it's ocean. So this is Kai. Yeah. Okay, so to borrow is kariru. Kariru. Strangely enough, hitogoroshi can mean both murder and murderer. Interesting. I don't know if we'll see that here today, but if we do, we'll double check and see what Wanikani says. I'm assuming Wanikani gets its definitions from Jisho, or people in Wanikani actually know what they mean. But jisho.org is a very good kanji dictionary resource, which coincidentally Jisho means dictionary. But for some reason they didn't name it Jiten.org, which would actually mean as a kanji dictionary. But Jisho by itself I think is just a dictionary, and it works. Nenrai. I think Toshi. Wait, that's not right. It's not Nenrai. Oh, I misspelled. I kind of want to reset the. I kind of want to refresh the page because I know I misspell some things, but I know what it is. There we go. I refreshed. Either use the dictionary function of Renshu or Wado. Wait, Wado. Wadoku. I wish I can move this heart icon that's at the bottom of my live chat screen because it covers some of you guys' sentences. It's hard to read. Anyway. Kinjitsu. Recent days, soon. Kyudo is archery. Boryoku, I think that's violence or violent. I think in this case it's violence. Yeah. There's supposed to be some way. The thing is, you can turn it off. I can turn it off. But I don't want to do that because I do know some people like using it. So I just don't turn it off. But on my side, I also see it. And I'm trying to figure out how to remove it just from my side. There's probably a Firefox plugin to remove it. I may have to look for that. And if that's the case, it'll probably disappear, but I also won't know when people use it. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation for me. I just have to double check, I guess. Archery though. Has anyone here ever tried archery? I've never tried archery, but it seems interesting. Kon, insect, right? Yeah, there's the other insect kanji. I don't know how this is an insect, and I mean, I've seen mushi, and you just accept that as insect. But this one, what is so insecty about this? I guess it looks more like a beetle. So this is probably more associated with beetles than other insects, I guess. In Scout, it's pretty difficult. Shisai... Wait, what's this the one? Shisai Kyun. Oh, this is an interesting this is an interesting vocab. Okay, I'll tell you what it says in kanji, and you tell me what you think it is for people who don't know kanji too well. So this one says small and order. Okay, I'll just tell you what it means. Small order. What do you think it means in English? I'll give you a second. But this I have to rewire my brain a little bit when I read this, because I'm thinking whenever I read this, it's like from smallest to biggest, because you have chisai there. But actually, no, it means ascending, as in from small to big. Small to big. So the explanation for this one is, well, we'll go to it. Well, when I get to the reading, we'll get to it. But increasing order. So basically, the kanji is saying start from small, and then go from that order, from smallest to biggest. Increasing order, ascending order, small to big, small to large. That's my synonyms. Smallest first. So it's a weird one. Kakiho, I think this is either writing or penmanship. We'll say penmanship, because I'm not sure if they'll take the other one. Order as in to communicate. I can see that. Way of writing, manner of writing. Renshu didn't know that that kanji combination. Interesting. Okay, so this is supposed to be easy, but the pronunciation for easy is actually sounds like a different word that you probably may have heard before. Anyway, kinjitsu is, I think, soon, recently. I want to say recently, but they don't like recently for some reason. So it's either soon, in a few days, coming days. Coming days is probably the more technical, I guess the more specific meaning, because this is the kanji for coming, like, or like approaching, something like that. But it also means soon. Boryoku. Kakikata. Not kakiho, kakikata. Way of writing. Setsume sho. I need to remember what this actually means, but I think I do. Sonota. Sonota, I think, is other people. Yeah, it means manual or certificate. Wait, you don't want other people? The others, other than. But you don't want other people. Excuse me. Alright. Tokyo dialect. So Setsume Sho actually is certificate here. At least, no, actually. Setsume is explain, writing. Written explanation, instructions, manual. Which one did I confuse this with? I know I confused it with something else. Which one did I confuse with something else? I thought this was certificate. I think certificate was something else. Manual is correct though. Other people would be Tanin. Tanin, I suppose, is correct. Yeah, I guess. Zen Aku, good and evil. Apparently they have that thing here. Tajin. Is it Tajin? I feel like Tanin. Oh, here we go. Let me try Tanin. Let me try Tanin. They actually accept Tanin. They accept Tanin. Tajin is not the correct pronunciation, apparently. Here we go. Okay, so Chisai Jun. Chisai Jun. Okay, explanation for this one. The reading is Chisai Jun plus reading for. Okay, I guess they don't do the explanation on this one. They do it on the other one that's similar to this. We might run into it. Okay, so this is easy. as in the vocabulary word easy. Yasashi. Now, if you've heard of yasashi before, you probably have heard that translated as kind or something of the sort. But it also means easy. It apparently also means easy.
優しい
Yeah. What triggered in your mind when you heard that?
優しい
Probably not easy. But it also means easy. So I don't know. I don't know how you would differentiate that in some cases. Sonota, I guess others. Fine. Good and evil. Not God and evil. Good and evil. And evil. There we go. I think this is a scarecrow. They want me to say scarecrow. Yep. Tokyo Ben, Tokyo dialect, which is the dialect of Japan, but I feel like because of this, regional dialects are kind of dying out. The only one that's usually pretty strong is the Kansai dialect. Kind of hard to get rid of the Kansai dialect. Bird. That's a bird. No. Da. I want to learn Kansai Ben. Kansai Ben, I feel like, would be the more colorful Japanese dialect, and you know, there is supposedly a different personality out there in Osaka, at least. Despite Osaka and Kyoto being right next to each other, their attitudes are nowhere near the same. They definitely are a little bit different. I mean, Kyoto was the capital for over 1,000 years or something like that. So definitely a different culture there than Osaka, which is, I think, mostly a merchant town, I believe. And there's a bunch of Chinese immigrants also in Osaka, I think. It's kind of interesting if you think about it, how the languages developed because of that. Other people. Burned. There we go. I think this is a blanket. We have hair/fur and a cloth. Blanket. Thread. There's a thread. Tateru. So we had tatsu, which is to be built. And then we have tateru, which is to build. Which one are you? So we have end and we have husband. I think this one is end? No, this one is... You want jet. I don't agree with this. Found in kanji. End. No, but end has the... Oh, wait. End and not yet. A little bit different on the top and the bottom. Jet, though? I don't know. I don't like some of the... radical names that they gave these things, but... just kind of have to live with it. Jisho. Yeah, but apparently that same radical transforms itself depending on which kanji you use, so I would probably put that as a synonym too. I'll probably put it as a synonym next time we see that. Jisho, dictionary. Hanauta. I think hanauta is humming? Humming. It's kind of weird though. When you hum, where do you think the sound is coming from? I wouldn't say your nose, which is what hana is in this case. But humming through your nose, I don't think it sounds like humming at all. This sounds more extremely nasally if you ask me. When I'm humming, I'm thinking humming through my mouth. Anyway, mofu? I think it's mofu. Mofu, blanket. There we go. I think this is... I think this is memorized. There's a few that look similar. This is not memorized. Which one are you? Prize. I keep forgetting this one. Visually similar to Member, except Member doesn't have the spikes on top. Yeah, they're basically the exact same thing, except this one has spikes on top. Hall, I need to remember this. They don't even have memorize here. Maybe they don't think it's similar enough. Okay. Anyway, this is. I think this is equal. Yeah, that's equal. Okay, we'll say jet, but I do want to say synonym is not yet because it looks similar to end or not yet. It looks similar to both of them. He-on, not hana-on. He-on means nasal sound. Oh, interesting. I definitely haven't seen that yet. Oh yeah, Yuki, question. Is Renshu online or is it only an app? Because so far I've seen the app in the Play Store, in the Google Play Store, but I haven't tried to see if it's online. If it's online, it might make it easier for me to try. The interface on the app is a little bit weird, not gonna lie. This is right. This is easy, so just by itself it has I. Kai. I think this is Kai Ki? No, Kaizen. Yeah. Because we have renew and we have the other kanji for good, so Kaizen. Jisho is a dictionary. We have a word writing, so dictionary. Hana Uta. Yes, usually use Renshu website on the computer. Only use the app when I don't have access to computer. Gotcha. I'll take a look at the website then. It might make it easier for me to study grammar. And we might sneak in the Renshu stuff on here eventually. We'll see. I'll have to see how it works first. Tateru, to build. This is easy. I don't get it, but apparently it's easy. Okay, so we have renewal and we have good. A good renewal is an improvement from the current situation. So this is prize, so sho. This is equal, so to. Okay, so we have. What is this one? So we have take along and they, but it's not Tatsujitsu? Wait. I don't remember seeing this. Just a sec, I don't remember seeing this. Take along and day. Tatsu. Take along and day. Day off? I don't think that means day off. Free day? Day off? I'm just gonna guess. Every day. Wait, why do we have another vocabulary for every day? I'm used to mainichi. What makes this different? Hold up. Renjitsu. What's the difference between renjitsu and mainichi? Oh no, wait. No, I don't have it. Day after day, every day, 4 days on end, daily. I don't get it. What's the difference between renjitsu and mainichi? If I had to give it a downside, setting up things to your liking in the beginning is a bit difficult. They could make it more intuitive, but once set up, it's great. So it's kind of like Anki in that case. Or so I hear it's like Anki. This is Shuchi, I think. Means bleeding, so we have blood and exit, so you're bleeding. Shi-ai, match. Try, meet, match. Geki Dan. So Geki is theater, Dan is group. You probably heard of the Geki Dan in Sakura Taisen or Sakura Wars, that which is a theater troupe. So we're gonna say a troupe, a theater troupe. How did I set up the synonyms for this one? Theater troupe, troupe, theatrical company, drama troupe. They all are basically all the same thing. This is Sit. It's either Shuchi or Shuketsu. I think it's Shuketsu? I didn't elongate the Ketsu enough, apparently. But I knew what it was. Do I reset? Do I reset? I think I'll take the L. I'll take the L. I don't want to reset too much, but sometimes it's like if you're close to burning something, and you knew it, I'm like, but I think a reset would be fine here, but I missed too much along the way already, so I probably should. And I don't know which one I missed recently. But Gekidan. Shi-ai. Yep, Shi-ai. Za, as in Seiza. The Za in Seiza, correct sitting. Kangai. Here we go. Seno. Korone seno. Brainwashing. Ipiki. Hello, Ipiki. I've seen you before. Brainwashing. Okay, so how do they want that? Shu ketsu with a hard ketsu. There we go. Kangae, I think that is thought or think. I want to say it's thing, but apparently it's a thought. Oh, apparently it's a thought. Okay. I keep forgetting which one's which. But I guess think is a verb and kangai, thought, is the noun. Okay, I get it. And they're very specific with this one. One small animal. Ipiki, the animal counter. Prize. Toreru, to take. So this is every day, apparently. Every day. Renjitsu. Daigakusei. It's not Daigaku Insei. Don't confuse this with Daigaku Insei, but let me see if I get it right first. College student. Yep. So if it's Daigaku Insei, then it's a grad student. But if it's just Daigakusei, it's a college student. It's a little weird because that in, which just means institution, apparently makes it a grad student. Shu very often doubles the sound of the other kanji. Shupatsu, Shusan. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I know I've seen it in other kanji. I just didn't realize it did it for Shuketsu also. I guess the better question would be, when does it not double the sound of the next kanji? Because if you know the exceptions, then it's easier to make a general rule for everything else. Wagomu, I keep on getting this mixed up. I think this is rubber band. We have a ring rubber, so rubber band. Kangai, thought. I think this is a lid. That's a lid. Bokunaru. I think this is Bokunaru. Is it Bokunaru? Oh, Nakunaru. Sorry, Nakunaru. It's the death kanji, pronounced bo, but in this case it's Nakunaru. I need to figure out what that means when we get to it. Bo, violet. Daigakuse, burned. Nakunaru, I think I want to say that's to die? I guess it is to die. Is there another meaning to this? To die, to pass away, to become deceased. Okay. So this is like in the sense of to become deceased. Meanwhile, shinu, to die, is you're actually telling someone to die. A little bit different context. A little bit different context. This one you talk about someone, the other one's active, right? This is the intransitive form of dying, apparently. Okay, wagomu. Wagomu. A rubber ring. Toreru, I think, is to take. No, to come off. To come off, to be removed, to fall off. Okay, I need to differentiate which one it is. Excuse me, I just sneezed. You did not hear that, but I just sneezed. Okay, so I need to figure out which one is which. Toru is to take. Kire toru is to cut off. Toridasu is to pick out. Toreru is to come off. How am I supposed to keep all these toru verbs? How am I supposed to keep all these toru verbs straight? It is very confusing. The line between toru and toreru is one hiragana, but it means completely different things. You could say the same for English. There are a lot of English words that are just one letter difference, but it means completely different things. Toreru, to come off. Toru, to take. By sentence usage, I suppose, but if you don't have a sentence to work with, it's a little bit more difficult. Just look through my vocabulary list with shu in it, and it appears it is only pronounced shusu when it is ending a kanji for a word. Okay. So I'm guessing it almost always, 99% certainty, makes a double kanji, double sound for the next kanji. Rip Japanese, you don't have it, true. Anyway, I guess it's just something you have to memorize. Suit, go. Betsusatsu, so we have the book counter over here. So we have this book kanji. And we have separate, not different. So besatsu, I think, is how this is. Besatsu. And then we have renjitsu, which apparently is also every day. Again, is there a difference between... What's the difference between renjitsu and mainichi? I still am very confused. So this is violent. Not violent, violent. That's not even the worst. There are so many different kanji pronounced toru, also meaning to take, in some shape and form. You gotta wonder why some languages have so many different words for basically the same thing. But it all comes down to nuance at the end of the day, right? I recognize the first one, that's toru. I don't recognize the second one, haven't seen that combination. I definitely haven't seen the third combination before. So toru, but three different torus. But I think there's a thing I heard a long time ago. In the Inuits, the native people in Canada, who basically live in the snowy parts of Canada at the time. Apparently they have like a lot of different words, not just like 10 or 20. I think almost like 100 words or something like that. Maybe less. I might be exaggerating. But they have a lot of different words for snow. How many words for snow can you think of? I can only think of one. I can think of one and maybe some adjectives for snow. But they have a lot more than you would probably think the English language could come up with without the use of adjectives. The one thing I noticed is that level of how polite you should be with other person shows the words you use. Yeah, let me double check the snow thing. How many words for snow in Inuit? 53. At least 53, apparently. Let me see if they write it out. I guess... Oh, here it is. 50 words for snow... Snowflake, Lake Tahoe... Wait, this isn't snow. Yeah, I don't even know. Are there really 50 words for snow in Eskimo? 50 or 100, the idea has drifted into public imagination. But is it really true? It turns out snowy supposition has been a hot topic, yada yada yada. Do they actually have 50? Scandinavian uses 180 words related to snow and ice, and as many as 1,000 for reindeer, so I guess snow might be a thing here too. I kind of skipped the article I'm reading right now, but apparently there is at least 50 in Eskimo for snow. Kripliana, snow that looks blue in the early morning, okay. Hilia, snow in beards. Ontla, snow on objects. Intla, snow that has drifted indoors. Drifted indoors. Like, it's not just the snow itself, it's what is the snow doing? Vocabulary. Bluid, snow that is shaken down from objects in the wind. Wow. Tlanid, snow that is shaken down then mixes with sky falling snow. I don't know how you could tell, to be honest. Tlamo, snow that falls in large wet flakes. Tlaslo, snow that falls shortly. It's not so much that they love snow, it's that they live in snow that that they have so many words to describe it. I will put the article for this in the description because I feel like it's interesting. It's not Japanese related, but language related. Things mentioned in stream. 50 words for snow in Eskimo. Eskimo. There we go. Okay, that's our first random fact for today. Betsu. Betsu. Oh wait, I already did that. Separate volume. It's the kanji does mean book, but it also means a volume. And I guess in this case, it's like a separate volume in a book. Have they a word for snow that is melting then frozen again before informed snow and then thrown onto a tree? They probably do, but it's not listed in the article. In the article, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh no! Oh wait. They have something similar. They have Kripia. They have this one. I'll put it on screen for massive effect. Wait. We need 2 lines for this. 3 lines for this. Kripia, snow that has melted and refrozen. Similar to what you're saying, but not exactly what you're saying. So yes, they do have that. They do have that. I mean, it makes sense. It's something that snow does often. But I don't know about the snowball portion. That may not have been a concept for them at the time. Interesting. Let me get some more tea. I just ran out. No otaku for snow, I guess. Alright, okay. Got my tea. It is now steeping. I'll let that steep Shudan. So we have a gathering of a group. That means a crowd. Suit for this one. Toreru. So that means to come off. Toru is to take off. To come off. To fall off. Yes, Shudan. Thank you, Mr. Al. Napoleon Sansei. Oh my gosh. Why did they put this in here? Napoleon Sansei. We'll get to the English when we get to it, which is now. Napoleon the Third. Now, I don't know why they put this particular thing in here. I'm assuming it has something to do with the Sansei portion, because with the kanji there. But also, I think they wanted to meme a little bit by putting in Napoleon as a katakana reading exercise, which I don't quite understand. But the Sansei is the important part here, the third generation. The third. Betsuni. Betsuni, not really. What's one of the most important words? Man, what do you think a One Piece is in Japan? A One Piece. Tell me. I know what a One Piece is, but you tell me. Shudan is a crowd. It's a gathering of people, so it's a crowd. Spelling is important. Ryuko? Ryuko? I think this is Ryuko. And I have to get back to it. Yeah, that One Piece. Literally One Piece. I think this is love or romance. No, this is... No, this is, this is strange, right? This is strange? Yep, it is. Nothing in particular. Hen. Hen. Yeah, Hendane. Hendane. Ryuko. I think this is... popular? I think it's popular. No, it's not popular. Which one was this? A fad, a craze, prevalent. I know there's a vocab with Ryu as popular. They want fad, but apparently there's another one for popular. No, I think we can use popular as a synonym. For some reason, it's not included, so we're gonna have to put it in here. Yeah, I'm gonna put that as a synonym. I feel like that's an oversight because you use this in conjunction with other things to mean popular, so I don't know why it's not here. Anyway, Aki-kan. Aki-kan, I think that's an empty can. But we'll get to it when we get to it. Let's see. What are you? Hayaru means to be popular. Oh, I did not know that. I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that. Let's see. So we have blue and sky. So I think it's blue sky. Literally blue sky. Give me a second here. Also, let me do the word first before you put the what it is in chat. Because I'm also trying to do this as I go. So crap. So let me figure this out. But I guess we got... I know it's to add, but I'm trying to figure out the Japanese. We got the reading portion. But yeah. See that. Kuaru, I guess. To add, I know that much. Betsuni, not especially. Not really, not especially. Okay. Let's see, we have Renzoku. Renzoku... What was a Renzoku again? Let's see. So Kai, renew. Mid-air is a funky kanji. Honestly, it's a funky kanji with its shape and the pronunciation. Okay, I know this is ko. I think this is to tap or to hit. So tap. Let's say tap. Ko. Aki can. I think this is empty can. Yep, that's an empty can. I think this one is yellow. I want to say this is yellow. Yep, that was yellow. Ryuko. Popular, fad. We'll go with popular, but I think they also want fad, so we'll go with fad. Aozora. Aozora. Burned. What are you? Kei-san? Kei-san? Don't know if it's Rendaku. We'll try Kei-san? Kei-san. Chu, mid-air. Let's see. Renew. Kei-san, total measurement, calculation. Yeah, the second one is calculation, I guess. Renzoku. What was Renzoku again? I think Renzoku is continuation. But yeah, anyway. So trying to figure out how to say this. Let me guess here. Korai. I think Korai is ancient times. Ancient times. It's kind of weird though. Ancient times, Korai. You do have old here, but you also have this other thing, which normally is like for future. But apparently, oh yeah, coming. Coming of old, ancient times. It's a little bit weird. But yeah. Mr. Al. Again, reminder, please let me go through the kanji first before you put down the words there. I am trying to like remember what some of these are, and I do look at chat. So please let me do that. Let's see. Dekiru. I think this is Dekiru, right? Dekiru to come. Right. That was Dekiru. Keisatsusho. That is police station. So with the police and then station, police office, but police station in this case. Dekiru to come. So you're going out, but you're also coming. But to come, it's more. No, wait. What is it? Did I get that wrong? To be. Oh, Dekiru is to be able to. Gosh darn! I hate these pronunciation stuff. I hate this pronunciation stuff. What was this again? So this is insect and cloth, but it's not that konbu. No, it's more of a review for everyone, to be honest. I mean, the thing about the reviews, at least on this channel, is that we're kind of going through all this together, but also at the same time, this is actually me trying to remember. I mean, when you're studying for something, it doesn't really help for the most part to have someone tell you what the answer is before they come up with the answer for themselves. It's a little bit, what do you call this? It's kind of like if you're giving someone the answer, right? It doesn't really help stick it in their mind what it is until they get it wrong. See, the way learning works is that you have to get something wrong first in order for the correct answer to stick in your mind. That's how it works. Now, if you get it right, that means you have already learned it, right? But you have to get it right several times for it to actually really stick in your mind. That's how it works. In general, that's how it works. Which, if you think about going to school and stuff like that, and you're penalized during an exam for for your poor performance. It's a little bit discouraging if you think about it. That's what homework is for. But I wish we honestly, as far as school is concerned, I wish we found a different way to encourage that making mistakes is okay, and being able to learn from these mistakes. And then when you actually get to the exam, I do understand the exam portion in schooling is there as a knowledge check, but the homework along the way shouldn't be, I don't know, it shouldn't be heavily penalized as far as the grading is concerned. Maybe. I don't know. I've never been a teacher, but it's interesting to think about. It's interesting to think about. Kombu or konbu. For some reason, the seaweed looks like an insect's cloth or something. I don't know. Keisatsu Sho. That's the police station. Wakai, young. Wakai. Now, I don't know why people thought of this stone, a flower and a stone is like the kanji for young, but here we are. Here we are. I need to look into the etymology of some of these things at some point. It seems interesting. Korai. This one is a ship, I think. Wait, why would you not count ship? Boat, ship, they're the same thing. Come on, Wanikani, work with me here. They're the same thing. A boat and a ship are the same thing, maybe different sizes. Some countries have completely abolished grading. Really? I mean, at least for younger students, it makes sense to abolish grading. I think once you get to high school and definitely college, in college you do want I feel like you want a higher standard there. So, and you need that you need to get to that higher standard quicker. So I feel like I kind of get why you would still keep it there. Also, I mean, college is supposed to be tougher in general. Yeah, feedback of some kind would be definitely nice. I think the hardest thing about teaching is that you're always gonna have like that one or two students, those few students, let's say, those few students who just don't get it for whatever reason. Either they don't understand the concept, they don't understand the explanation, and those are the ones that really need help, right? And you're only one teacher with probably multiple classes, so it's a little hard for you to actually help those students unless you set time to help them or they get help from somewhere else. What'd you miss? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Now, I am not a teacher, no. I've never been one. But hopefully through my mistakes here, and going and bumbling through all this stuff, I can be some sort of teacher. But no, I've never been a formal teacher. I have trained people. On the job for certain things, but not like education kind of thing. But it's more like in my line of work, you're expected to at least be able to know what your job functions are, and because of that, you're supposed to be able to teach other people. Because if you don't know what you're doing, how are you supposed to teach the next person how to do stuff? I feel like that goes for any job, even if you're just a cashier at a convenience at a convenience. So it's kind of the same thing. Konbu. Sugi. This is next time on Dragon Ball Z. You think? They think. Dekiru, to be able to. I forgot this one from a long time ago. To be able to. Dekiru. Satsuru, that is to guess. The guest kanji over here throws me for a loop every time. I know what it means, but the thing is, the bottom part under this this lid-like thing is the kanji for festival. But for some reason, as soon as we put a lid on the festival, we have to start guessing, and I don't exactly know why we have to start guessing. Sea, ocean, sea and ocean. Satsusuru. I think this is Satsusuru. Yeah, I think this is Satsusuru. Wait, no, it's not. Oh, we actually want the elongated suru here. Okay, I guess we'll go with that. Oh geez, how do you pronounce this one? Uikata? I think this is uikata? Uikata? It's not uikata. Ikata. Ikata. Why is it ikata? Hold on. Oh, kunyomi. Kunyomi. I and koto. Right, because they have the hiragana there. But still, I keep forgetting how that's pronounced. Ume. Ume. No, not ume. Umi. Umi. No, not umi. Kai. Kai. Umi is ocean if you're just talking about the vocab, but as a kanji, I think kai is more common. Okay, so this is previous. This is previous. Not previous. Did you want past? Wash. Wash. I think this is a newer one for me. Oh, I should have recognized it from the car wash, the brain wash. We did get through here. What's the difference between Umi and Mizu? Actually, a huge difference. Umi is the ocean, Mizu is just water. Like, think of a glass of water. And Umi is the actual sea, the actual ocean. Ikata is also a bit of grammar. Once you understand it, you will no longer mispronounce it. Okay. I'm gonna have to look out for it then. Shinsoko. I don't know why they have this, but this means bottom of heart. How do they actually want to say it? Bottom of one's heart, bottom of my heart, the bottom of the heart. Not physically the heart, but more like a feeling bottom of the heart kind of thing. Shinsoko or is it Zoko? I think it's Soko. Shinsoko. Yuyake, sunset. The kanji is funny for this one. We have evening here, right? We have evening, which is understandable. But we have yake. We have yake for the second half, which means to bake or to grill. The evening is baked. The evening is grilled. I guess if you look at a sunset, it has an orange color that kind of looks like it's getting cooked. But no, it's cooling down. But I think it's more of a color thing in this case. So why yuyake in this case? What's their explanation? Sun going down, close to the horizon. It looks like a sunset. I don't know why yuyake means sunset, but it is. Crap, I think I just saw this one. I know it means machine, but I do not know. I do not remember the pronunciation. It's not die. We have a machine kanji from earlier with die as a pronunciation, but this one I think is key. It is a key. This complicated looking thing apparently is key pronunciation. Sugi. Wait, not Sugikai. No. Ketsukai, no. Crap. It's something kai. It's something kai. Not Sugi, not Kekkai? I'm probably gonna get this wrong. It's not Kekkai. Let's try Kekkai. It's not Kekkai, I knew it. Where was it? Jikai! Jikai. Crap. I forgot that pronunciation. It's actually G normally. I know if you drop the drops over here, the little spiky things on the side, it becomes lack as in ketsu, ketsu as in lack. But I forgot G. I totally forgot G. You ya. Wait. Yuyasa. Yuyasa, probably because the sun setting is red. Or it's burning. I think you said Yuyasa. The kanji we're looking for is oh, Yuyaki, sorry. I think the way they spelt it was Yuyake. So ke instead of ki. Yuyake, not Yuyaki. Does not equal Yuyaki. Which doesn't even show up actually when I type it in. It actually doesn't show up. I have to do this manually. But Yuyake shows up. Interesting. If you type it in the... I use IME for Windows. And it's interesting what pops up when you type stuff in. Suzuku, if you've seen a lot of manga, you probably have seen this in hiragana more than kanji. But it's usually we say to be continued, but in this case it's just to continue. Sasuru, to guess. This is mixed, but pronounced kon. We have two mixed kanjis for some reason. Wash sen. This is machine. Jikai. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Ikata. Right, you said this was a grammar thing. One's way of saying jibun no ikata. Jibun no ikata. The teacher corrected the way of saying excuse me. Sensei ga sumimasen no ikata. Ah, I see. Okay. It makes a little bit more sense now. It wouldn't be uikata, it's ikata. Sensei sumimasen no ikata wo seishite. Tashite kuremashita. Masu form of verb equals kata. Masu form of verb equals kata? What do you mean? You mean like this one? I think they said it's a noun, right? This is a noun. Harsh way of saying. Minus masu. Oh, minus masu plus kata. Ah, I see. I don't totally get it, but I might get it more as we keep going. Anyway, this is to continue. To continue. But not like to be continued, supposedly. Just to continue, because it is a verb. Senku, I think this is a seasonal festival. Yep. So we have Setsubun, which is the bean throwing thing, and I guess Senku is about seasonal festivals in general. It's kind of interesting that there's so many festivals that happen in Japan and so many different places. Like, I think in about half the trips I went to, there is some sort of festival that is going on, but you have to be in the right place and the right time for it. Now, certain festivals are more famous than others, especially the ones in Kyoto and Aomori, and I think also Toyama. Toyama supposedly has a very famous festival in Japan around, I want to say October, that I want to go to at one time, but you have to be there at a certain time. And whenever festival season nears or is there, it's very hard to find places you can stay at. It's very hard to find lodging in festival areas. I ran into this when I was trying to find a hotel for the Aomori Nebuta festival, and I only thought it was in Aomori at the time, so I tried looking for hotels in Aomori to be close to it, but apparently anything around that time has been booked out like 6 months in advance. I'm like, holy crap, what? And I ended up having to find a hotel like 4 hours away. Needless to say, I never got to Aomori to see the Nebuta festival, but apparently there was a Nebuta festival happening at the place I was staying, because it's the same prefecture, but I don't know if that necessarily means anything. The same prefecture, but a smaller scale. But it's a local festival for the people in that area, especially if they can't go to Aomori city itself, which is nice. EU to say, ikata masu form to say, e getting rid of masu ending ikata. Ah, internet cafe, there are good alternatives for lodging. Now that you mention it, I did not think of it at the time. I also do not know if Aomori City has internet cafes, being a little bit more rural, being a little bit more in the countryside than Tokyo, but it might have existed. It might have existed. I didn't miss too much though. I got my Nebuta festival. It just was in a smaller scale and very far away. But maybe I'll visit Aomori City properly one of these days. Yuyake sunset. This is mix. Mushi insect. This is the first. No, this is not insect. This is history. History. It almost looks like an insect. Wash. We have previous and little drops to make it wash. Daishipai. It's a failure. It's a big failure. Ikazen. This is a weird one. Ikazen apparently is irresponsible. So we'll look at the meanings here. They say that it's irresponsible, pointless, unfounded, careless, something along those lines. But if you look at the kanji, it just means increase, decrease, add, subtract. But it doesn't really make sense, I guess? I don't know. Maybe there's some history to this I'm not understanding, but it's a little bit weird. If you have a friend in Japan who knows Japanese, they book you a more local lodging within the area, not shown in Agoda or Booking.com. I've actually never used Agoda before, but I use Booking a lot. Yeah, increase and decrease. Ikasen. Ikagen. Irresponsible. I think I hear that a lot, but the pronunciation didn't stick to my head. Way of speaking. Ikagen, not ikazen, ikagen. What's this? Ryuban, order? In this order? Nope, that's not order. What was it? Ranking, standing. We do have rank here. This is the kanji for rank. But I thought with the order here, it's like different. I don't know. Toreru, right? This is to come off. Not to come off? Oh wait, this is not Toreru. I misread. This is... What was this one? To be defeated. This is a defeat kanji. It almost looks similar to the other one. Nomikata, way of drinking. Tabekata, way of eating. Is there such a thing of way of drinking? I know way of eating could be a thing. Setsuku or Sekku? Yeah, Sekku. But is there such a thing as a way of drinking? I thought you just drink. How many ways of drinking could there be? Daishipai is a big mistake. Big mistake. Tea drinking? Yeah, but when people say drinking though, I think it's implied that it's alcoholic, right? generally implied alcoholic, but not always. Crap. Oh, I think this is flute. This is a new kanji for me, so I kind of have to like remember. Marriage drinking? Wait, what is marriage drinking? I have never heard of that before. Shizuka. Shizuka. This is quiet silence. Or silent. Quiet though. Shizuka. Flute. Teki, right? Teki. History. Shi. Nomikata doesn't have the meaning that it has to be alcohol. Okay. That was just my assumption. I'm sorry. I guess unless you have the alcohol kanji attached to it, I guess it doesn't have to mean alcohol. That was my misunderstanding. So tea drinking qualifies. Yeah, I think it does qualify, but how many ways of drinking is there? I'm like when I think way of drinking, like how you hold the cup, how you tip the cup in your as you drink, but not necessarily what you drink. I don't know. Sankaku K. This triangular, not triangle. Togo. We'll get to that when we get to that. What was this? This is to lose. I forgot the pronunciation though. Was it hareru? It's not hareru. Makereru. I think it's makenai, makereru. Not makereru. What was it? Yubareru. I'm not sure I'm supposed to remember that. Do not know. Always, as far as I know, the temperature of water is always considered, as well as the type of tea being used. True. You're right there. If you want to specifically mean alcohol, you can say inshu suru. And I guess at that point, it doesn't really matter how you drink it. You're just drinking alcohol. Okay. How many kanji have we gone so far? We've gone at least 100. We'll probably go about 30 more minutes. I don't think I'll be able to finish the rest of the 200 kanji I have in my queue. But the point of this isn't to go through the entire list that we have. But I think what I want to do though is cut off the kanji at some point. We do have new vocabulary words that that's in my list today. So we can go over that because it's very different, apparently, from what I've seen. Inshu shikata. Wow. Juni. Let me get rid of the kanji that we have run into first, and then... oh crap, that's a misspelling. Let me double check though. Yeah, that's a misspelling. I'm gonna get rid of the kanji that we run into first, and then we'll go into new kanji that I have never seen before. I think this is exhaustion. Exhaustion? Fatigue? Would I have taken exhaustion if I put it down? Fatigue, weariness. I guess not the level of exhaustion. Okay. Sankaku-kei. Sankaku-kei. Triangular. So this is Togo. What do you get when you put equals and a number? Apparently, it's an equal sign. Somehow that means equal sign. Togo. Ka is house. No, I think they want pig for this one. They want pig for this one. Burned. This is pool. No, this is a bow. So bow is Yumi. I remember you from Patapon, Yumipon. This is to lose, to be defeated. To be defeated. This is season, so setsu, right? This is to renew. Why am I getting kanji that I haven't gone through yet in this list? To renew, to revise. I think it's to revise in this case. Yeah, I think it's to revise. So this is a bow, as in a bow and arrow. June E, ranking. There we go. I'm honestly not sure what the pronunciation is for this one. I want to say it's Sukaro. Sukaro? It's not.
Hiro.
Hiro. Hiro. So this is pronounced he, as in sadness, or yeah, he as in sadness, but we're using the sick conjugation, and a sick radical with skin underneath. Hey GNG, welcome. We're about to wrap up the kanji review, but we're also going to be learning some new kanji I've never seen before, as soon as I find a good stopping point. I still have 193 to go, which we're not going to be able to do even in the next hour. So I just want to get through what I can, and then we'll look at some new words today. Was it Nendai? Toshidai? I think this is Nendai Jun, which I had to figure out what that means. This is Yubareru? I think Yabareru? No. Yabe. Yaba? Yabareru? It's not Yabareru.
Yabureru.
Yabu. Yabu is to lose. I don't get it. Okay. This is bathe. Bathe. We got the watermarks. The watermarks are very helpful. It usually has something to do with water. Kyoka permit. Let's see. This is Kankei, I think. So this is related. Usually, what are you referring to? Wait, that's not related. Connection, relation. I mean, I guess technically yes, but still. Alright. Aratameru. Aratameru, as in to renew. Usually, watermarks mean water. Yeah, it's some form of water. The times that it doesn't, it's more like you use it as a form of like continuation or something like that. But if you kind of remember water, you can kind of guess that it means something related to water. Kankenai, unrelated, very often used in animes. Yeah, I hear kankenai a lot. I hear that one a lot. June Eve. I think we said this was ranking? Yeah, because we got rank and we got order, so ranking. This is season. This is hiro, as in fatigue. This is bathe, so this is yoku. Pera pera. I am not pera pera. Pera pera apparently means fluent. As in, pera 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 pera, your mouth is moving so fast that you're so fluent. I think that's what they mean by pera pera. Yeah, so this is kankei, but also connection, relation. Okay, I think this might be the last one. Yabureru. And we're probably getting, nope, this is the last one. Nendai June. I think this is chronological order. You gotta remember, this means year, or some sort of thing related to year. And this is order, as in some sort of descending, ascending order. So chronological, I cannot spell order. Okay. I'm gonna stop here for the kanji reviews for now, because I think we're running out of time and I still have 183 to go. So we're not gonna go through the rest of this on stream, but I think we got enough that are new from the last time we did this. Speaking of new stuff, we are gonna go through all 30 lessons of new kanji today, so feel free to jump in whenever for this one. And I do appreciate for the people who let me mess up and guess on the reviews. But today, lessons. Explain it to me as we go, because some of these don't make sense. Uchu. Okay, so we don't have middle here. We have chu as in mid-air, and we have the u as in outer space. So outer space, mid-air is uchu, space. You probably have heard this quite a bit. Uchujin, as in aliens from outer space. But I think I also hear uchujin sometimes for like extraterrestrials, as in other people. No, I don't think that's right. Excuse me. T almost went in the wrong pipe there. Spaceship, Uchusen. What the most famous spaceship I can think of is the Yamato. I remember seeing a writer for The Economist say Gaijin was a bad insult. Is it? I think most people try to avoid saying it as Gaijin. You probably have heard in some other streams, especially Hololive streams, call foreigners Kaigai, as in overseas. I think Kaigai is more accepted. Kaigai Jin, Kaigai something. Kaigai Nikki in this case. Probably heard that quite a bit. I think Gaijin, people tend to avoid that unless it's in an official writing, I feel like. But someone could correct me if I'm wrong with that one. Surplus. What the heck is surplus? Excess. Yo. To be in surplus, unneeded. Yoru? No. Amaru. Yoke. And this is Zanyo. Remainder. Wait, we already have a remainder word. Yes, there's. I guess that makes sense. The remainder is a surplus. Mid-air, is it chu again? It's still chu. Mid-air is chu. Wakame. So wakame is another seaweed, but for some reason we have we have young here. A young cloth is a wakame. Wakame tastes good, by the way. I prefer it to konbu. Konbu you usually use to make dashi, and generally it's a little bit too thick to be edible. But wakame, I've seen a lot cut in strips, and depending on how cooked you want it, it can be very crunchy or very, very soft. You can use it for broth too, but generally it's an addition for texture in a lot of soups, especially miso. Gaikokujin is also okay. I think the abbreviation is Gaijin. That is seen as an insult. Yeah, I think so, but an insult to who, to be honest? Because I feel like Gaijin was used quite a bit until, I feel like recent as 2010, maybe 2015, and then they changed the wording a little bit. But before then, Gaijin was used a lot. So I don't know when the change, if there was a change that ever came around. I wonder if it's because other people that lived in Japan who are expats took that as an insult. Maybe that's why they changed it. I don't know. Weird thing to be insulted about when it's technically correct. Wakame. Not watame, but wakame. Difficult. Oh yeah, this is difficult. Chinese is difficult. So we have Chinese, and for some reason they call it Turkey, but probably means something else. None. So we went from kan to none. Oh yeah, we're getting to weird kanji here. That doesn't even look kanji anymore. Saikan? let me see. This is konkan, konkan, hikan, hikan. Nah, this radical, this second half of it, I can't highlight it because it's one entire thing. But the right side of this kanji, they named it as Turkey for the radical name. I don't exactly know why. It probably means something else in Japanese, but it's not a huge deal, I feel like. Crap, I just saw you. What was this one again? This was... Fold. Surplus, excess. The word escaped my mind. Okay, surplus, excess. So this is chu, that's mid-air. Mid-air. Uchu, this is outer space. Or you can just say space. Space is fine. Uchu. So this was excess. I guess you can think of it as a house filled to the brim. I mean, technically... I guess technically you can make... Technically there's no house radical in here, but if you want to think of it that way, I think you can. It could make sense. So we have... if you know what Chinese is, the pronunciation kan, I guess just change it to nan when you see this combination. I guess it'll be a little bit easier to remember. The general shape, yeah, I got what you mean. I got what you mean. Whatever helps you, right? Whatever helps. Wakame, young cloth. Wakame, but it's a type of seaweed. I think this one was... Sun? Was it sun? It wasn't sun. Yo. Yo, excess. Yo, excess. Yo, excess. Wakame. This one is difficult. Difficult? Yeah. Yo. What does it mean instead of Turkey? That is a good question. Does Jisho have the answer for it? Let me double check. Jisho.org. Look at my excessive life. Yep. Who? Let me see. Who, Dare... Wanikani level 43 for some reason. They don't... okay, details. I don't know if they explained the radicals, actually. I'm not seeing Jisho explaining the radicals, what they mean. I may not be using Jisho correctly. I'll have to look into that later. Sounds like an anime title. I guess it could be an anime title, huh? Yo, look at my excessive life. It could be. Could be. To build something. Wait, didn't we? Okay, this kanji showed up before. So what's the pronunciation for this one? To build something, to construct something.
Kizuku.
Kizuku. That's a new one. So by itself, this would be chiku, but kizuku as a verb. Incur. What does incur mean again? Incur is to take on, but involuntarily. Spirit skin incur he. To put on a hat. Really? There's a verb just specifically for that? Kaburu. There's no he here. Damage. Higai? Higaisha. Victim. Interesting combinations here. We have seed. We have also used this for type. But by itself is a seed apparently.
Kane.
Kane? Tane, 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 ane, tane, seed. Mukunaru, to be gone, I think. Oh, what's a J drama title name? Kind of curious. To be gone, to run out, to be lost, to disappear. Mukunaru? No, Nakunaru. Wait, hold up. We had another Nakunaru verb earlier, but the kanji was different. The Nakunaru verb before was to die, but with this kanji it means to be lost, to disappear, to be gone. The heck? This is why it's so weird. The Japanese is so weird. You have Nakunaru in two different vocabularies with two different kanji. It means two different things. What the heck? What the heck? Abundant. Abundant. We got spirit and we got valley. Spirit valley is abundant, wealthy. You. Is this the same thing as the abundant wealth Yakuza game? I wonder. Leeway, wealthy. So this is Yufuku? Yufuku. This is a new one. That's let's skip this one for now. Yufuku Fuyu. Yoyu. Leeway? Okay, time to mess up a lot. So this is to build something. To build. This is... I have already forgotten, but I think the pronunciation is he. Yep, he. We got skin, probably he. Leeway is strange. Having abundance means you have leeway. Yeah, I think that's what they were going for. So this is seed. It doesn't look like much of a seed, but we kind of have, I say kind of have a tree kanji to the side. A heavy tree, I think. What is the radical composition? Kanji composition is just kind of. A movie with real actors. It was titled Yuki. Came out in 2006. Interesting. Kamikaze Kazuya. Yuki movie 2006. 2006. I'm gonna look it up really quick. Yuki movie 2006. Kazuya Kaminashi. I see it. 7.9 out of 10 on the J-drama list. Drama about friendship that spans ages. It's based on a true story that chronicles the life of a man who died at the age of 23. After an illness that started with a partial collapse of his cranial bone. Oh, that's bad. And a subsequent battle with 7 types of incurable diseases. That is very sad. I do kind of wonder what goes to the mind of a person that young, where, you know, you would think they have their life ahead of them, but they're fighting incurable diseases that can kill them at any moment, and they die at like such a young age. I never know what people are thinking at that time. I think coming to grips with their mortality a lot sooner than most people do. I can see that. I can see it. Nakunaru. So this one, I think... What was this? This was not yo, but I'm gonna guess yo. It's not yo. It's you. Close, but not quite. you, and it means abundant. Abundant, wealthy. So this is seed, which is not shu. This is... Which one was this? It wasn't naru, but I'm gonna type naru anyway.
種
Tane. Tane. How would you equate seed to tane? How would you equate seed to tane? Nakunaru is to forget? No. To get lost? To get lost? A bit off. To be gone, to run out. To be lost. To be lost. To disappear. Which also, kieru is, I think, a different form of to disappear. Yeah, I get that was the mnemonic, but it doesn't click with me. You gotta find a mnemonic that clicks with you. It doesn't click with me. So this is... So we have chiku normally. So this is sukaru. Alright, thanks for dropping by, Rovi. Good luck on your job hunt again. It's not sukaru. Sugaru. Sukaku? No. I'm gonna guess. Sukaru? No.
気づく
Kizuku. Kizuku. I feel like it sounds like something else, but Kizuku. Kizuku. So this is... Crap. I forgot already. You. Wealth. You. Spirit. Something. You. This one is not excess. This is not excess. I think excess looked like something else, but let me see. Nope, that wasn't excess. What were you? Incur. That is a word that I don't usually use in my vocabulary. I would have forgotten that. Spirit and skin is incur. Okay, so what was this one again? No. Sukaru, no, not Sukaru. We have Chiku goes to Brain no Worky. Brain no Worky. Hold. Kizuku. Kizuku. I still don't get the connection. Kizuku, Chiku. Kizu, Chiku. Okay, so I think this is wealth. You? Yep, okay. Slowly getting there. You, wealth. This is not excess. Crap, what were you? Incur. Incur. What's another word for incur? To take on? To take on, right? But I think incur is more what do you call this? Exact? Incur. Incur. Hane, seed. This is wealth. Acquire, take on. May have to use those as synonyms. I think, yeah, incur has often a negative sense because you usually say things like you incur a loan, take on a loan, incur a penalty, something like that. But in general, I don't think it really means anything negative. It's just the way we use it is negative. This was Chiku Kisu? Kizu? Kizuku. 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 There we go, we're finally moving on. This is incur. Wow. Okay, that took a little while. To connect something. Sunagu, I think. Sunagu? Sunagu. It's nice when the pronunciation is the same regardless of form. So this is suna, and we just attach it, a gu to it, to make it a verb. To connect something, to tie something, to maintain something, sunagu. Okay. Earthquake. Oh, I think I know what this one is. G, right? G? Shin. Oh, it's not G Shin, it's Shin. Oh, Jin comes, G... The G Shin, the G in G Shin, I think is from Earth, or Chi. But this is Shin. Ah, okay. Yeah. G Shin, earthquake. But this is the earthquake kanji. Earthquake disaster, earthquake intensity. Okay, just need to memorize the shape. We have landslide on the bottom, and we have atmosphere or weather up top. Though technically, the atmosphere that has nothing to do with the earth down below. Dictionary also says incur, usually the same as to suffer or to sustain. So it is negative then. It is a negative connotation. Okay. Just have to remember it. Just have to remember it. Okay, I refuse to remember this radical as Mona Lisa. We gotta come up with something else for this one. There was another radical that they wanted me to type in as Wolverine. I refused that one and just typed in Yo because it looked like Yo. What should we call this? What should we call this radical? Because Mona Lisa doesn't sound correct. Brush radical with a beauty kanji. It doesn't look like either one, to be honest. I want to call this brush if we're gonna go that way. But you could see it as a painting. Let's see, synonym is painting. There is a different word for painting, so it's a little bit tricky to use that. Jenga could use Jenga. That's also a weird radical. That's also a weird name for a radical, but we'll try Jenga. Kind of looks like someone went with it with a brush. Let's say brush also. We have several synonyms to remember it by. I don't think any of these are good. Not that your suggestions aren't good, but I don't think any of these fit. But theirs fit worse, I feel like. So, dislike, modesty, concurrently. The kanji for it is concurrently. But if you look at this, it doesn't really have any indication of being concurrent. But I'll also put concurrently. Concurrently. Concurrent. Might be more accurate. And it'll help, what do you call this? It'll help probably memorize the later stuff. So we'll do our best with this one. Sara. So dishes are sara, plate. Sarasai? Plate washing? Wait, this is Zara, but what's this one? Sara arai. Oh, right. To wash is, I think... I don't remember. Yeah, it's a brute force one. Sara arai. Oh, arao. Right, arao is to wash. So if I remember that, this will be a little bit easier. Doing dishes, washing dishes, dishwashing, yeah. Sara arao, sara arai, dishwash. Okay. But. Okay, it does not look like a bot. But we'll take but for this one. You have probably heard of the Japanese word for but before. What do you think it is? I'm gonna guess ketsu. Is this ketsu? No, it's not. It's shiri. Well, there is oshiri, but I think I hear people say ketsu a lot also, so I went with ketsu. Yeah, there's oshiri. There's oshiri and there is shippo for tail. Shippo for tail. Who came up with the mnemonic? The guys that made Wanikani. I don't know how many people actually pay attention to the mnemonics in Wanikani, but you know, if it works, it works. I use the mnemonics sometimes, but not all the time. Usually it's, to me, not too bad just to remember it as is. But if I need a little help, I will look at the mnemonics or come up with my own. Shiri is a combination of door and 9. Who the heck made that up? That's what I want to know. Anyway, this is Shin, as in the earthquake. I'm gonna put Mona Lisa because that's what they put in. It just seems weird, Mona Lisa. So this is I think it's to be connected? Is it to be connected? To be connected, yeah. So this is but. This is earthquake. Hopefully pretty easy to remember. Shiri. Oshiri. Sunagu. Sunagu. And this one is dishwashing. So that is Sararai. Sararai. Forget who came up with these mnemonics. What did they take in to come up with these? I don't know. I don't want to guess. A lot of desperation does sound right. It does. Hey, we actually get the kanji for tail. What do you think tail is? What do you think tail is? Po? He. Or gi. Gi. I'm sorry. B. Oh wait, what's that second kanji you just put in? I see Q. Oh, wait. QB. Oh, is this what they use for the 9-tailed fox? Ah, interesting. I wonder if they have this. They do not list it here, but they only list 3 vocabs anyway. That's good to know. Oh, that's actually good to know. That'll make this a lot easier to memorize. Unexpected Naruto. Well, it's not just Naruto, but I get what you mean. So I know Shippo is tail, but I didn't realize it had another pronunciation, which is B. But thank you for that QB. Thank you for that QB thing. That makes sense. I'm gonna put that in my readings. QB 9-tails. 9-tailed fox. That's a good one. Thank you. Okay. Tail, B. Okay. Borrower. I think this is karishu? Karite. I never know when they want shu or te. Because this is the kanji for hand, normally pronounced as te, but in certain things it's pronounced as shu, as in there's a doer. But the doer here is the borrower. But for some reason they're going with te for this one. I do not understand. Karite, borrower. Tenant. Okay, this doesn't even look like kanji. I'll be perfectly honest. This looks like the thing you put on a traffic sign You know, whenever there's a sharp curve, but we're going with flood for this one. Traffic warning. It does, doesn't it? I will also call it a chevron because that's technically what it is. A chevron. Something bigo. I don't recognize that first kanji. Something bigo is one vocab I learned that contains B. It means suffix. Oh, interesting. How do you say that first kanji? I read bigo, but I'm not sure about the first one. But yeah, okay, flood. I'll take flood on it. Disaster is a flood and a fire. That is definitely a disaster. Scooter flood is a patrol. I do not understand. Also pronounced as June. Setsubigo. Oh, was that no? That's a different setsu than I recognize. Maybe it's so simple, it's so ancient and common to our agricultural societies. It might be. It might be, to be honest. Like when you think rice fields, probably rice fields. There is a specific kanji for a rice field, but floods kind of makes sense. Draw a close. Okay. Rusuban Denwa. I don't know anyone. Okay, we went over. We got the vocab for caretaker, which is Rusuban. Rusuban. Denwa is phone. Kyonkun Denwa. If anyone remembers that Haruhi meme from Endless 8. Kyonkun Denwa. Denwa, but Rosuban, caretaker plus telephone apparently equals answering machine because it answers while you're gone. So, yeah. House sitting telephone, I guess. Rusuban Denwa. That's a very long one. But I guess it's an answering machine. Contraption. It does look like a contraption. With a bunch of different kanji mixed in together. Like I recognize the tree, I recognize the drunk, but then for some reason you put this little thing in the middle, and now it's this weird contraption. Kai. There's a lot of kais. I think, let's see. This is kikai, machine, kikai. A machine contraption is a machine, I suppose. Karite, not karishu, karite. This is a flood. This is a tail, B as in QB. Tail. Ru, su, ban, denwa. Spelled correctly, thank you. This is Kai machine contraption. Concoction of 3 different radicals. I mean, it's a concoction, is a contraption. More or less the same thing. Though I guess contraption has more of the feeling where it's a thing that was made to do something. In a way, it is this kanji is a contraption. A concoction is also a mixture of different things. But what do you imagine when you hear concoction versus contraption? To me, when I hear concoction, I imagine a mix of different fluids, liquids mixed together for a drink. Exactly. When I hear concoction, I don't think a machine. I don't think food either. But I do imagine a drink, because that's what I think we associated with witches and spells and whatnot. Drinking and dogs don't go together. I think some people would say they do. Anyway, kai for contraption. Kariru, borrower, tenant. Rusuban denwa, answering machine. It's so long, but I guess if you break it down, it kind of makes sense. How many more do we have? Okay, we have 2 more sets of new vocab, and then we can end for today. The vocab section took a little bit longer than I expected, but here we are. Bow and arrow. Literally, there's the kanji for bow and arrow. So this is Kyuya, I think? Kyuya?
Yumiya.
Yumiya, I'm sorry. Yumiya. The bow is a little weird. It's think of it like a compound bow. You probably have seen the compound bows somewhere. That is what I imagine when I see the bow kanji. Not like a regular bow and arrow, but a compound bow and arrow, which at the time they made this kanji, they did not have that. But also kind of think of this as a bow being pulled back, like the middle part of that kanji is being pulled. It is missing a hand though, so I get where the confusion is, but we do have an equivalent for this, which is a compound bow. Certain, we have a stone and a turkey and a forehead. Why is this certain? Stone to the forehead of a turkey will certainly damage it. I will take it. I'll take that. Kaku. 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 Certainly. Kaku kani. Wait, no. Kashkani. Kashkani. I've heard of Kashkani. I've heard of Kashkani, I think. Kashkani, certainly. A mole. Okay, we have Earth and a transmission kanji up top. I guess that means a mole. I would have expected an animal, but okay. It's a mole. I'll take that. To be renewed. So if we have aratameru to renew, this is aratamaru. Aratamaru. Okay. Similar. Stab. I don't see anything getting stabbed here, except there's a tree stabbing a head, so maybe that's a little bit different. But the knife is outside, so I don't know what that means. Hit your head on a tree and stab, and the knife falls out to stab you. A little bit roundabout, but okay. Ki. Oh no, sorry, sa. Saw a tree, stab a tree. Saw, stab a tree? What's this? Sasu. But then we also have sasu as in to point, but we have sasu also to stab. So what do you mean? Korone, which one is it? Are you stabbing me? Are you pointing at me? Sasu? Kakukon. See, let me see if I can read it. Kakukon shite kudasai. Please check it. Kakukon kudasai. Let me go back a bit. Oh, you mean this one? People who sasu are sus. I mean, they are. That's a good mnemonic, though. I like it. But in this case, we're going with the Among Us. We're going with the Among Us mnemonic here. I like that actually. I like that. I don't know if I'll remember it, but I like it. Sasukon. Is that an example? They do not have that. They don't have Sasukon here as a example. At least not here. But it might help. Bow and arrow. Bow and arrow. So Yumiya. Isn't there a shop called Yumiya in Japan, or am I mistaken for something else? I know there's Sukiya. That's different. But is there a Yumiya? For some reason I thought there was. Mole. Okay. Tashkani. It's not Tashi. Oh no, but Tashi is a pronunciation, just not the one they're looking for. Tashka, Taka, Tane, Taka, Tasa? No. Oh, it's a music store. I don't think I actually know any music stores, but for some reason that stuck to me. Oh, kaku. Kaku. Kash, wait. But wait, it's tashkani is certainly, so I can't use kaku there. Kakurisu? Kakurisu is our probability. Confirmation, I think you mentioned that. I don't think I've seen a lot of these words before. Kakukon. I'll try to remember that one. Kakukon. So this is stab. And we saw that, so sa. So kaku. Kaku is angle, but it's a certain angle. Kakunin. A certain person. Aratameru, to be renewed or to renew. I think it's to be renewed or to revise, to be revised. Certain. Aratamaru. Aratamaru. Okay, last set of vocab, guys. Last set of vocab, and we'll be done for today. Individual. Okay, that's an interesting one. Individual. So we do have the person or a leader radical here, but the inside doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Cool. I guess if you just look at the kanji to the right, you'll get the pronunciation that way. If you know the pronunciation for old, you'll get that. If you know the pronunciation for mouth, you'll kind of get it. I think also there's the radical for hard, or at least the combination for hard. So you can also get it that way. Ko? Without the U. Individual though. Konin, kojin, kojin. Itsuko. One small thing. Itsuko. Iko. Iko. There's a small counter. There's a counter for small things. Are you serious? Koshitsu, private room. Koshitsu? Really? I thought a private room would be something else, but I guess Koshitsu is something different. Okay. Forgotten item. It's not boreru mono. I think it's like wasure mono. Wasure mono? Yep, wasure mono. Wasure mono. I've actually had to use this word on the spot when I was coming back from the city to the airport, and I left my bag, one of my luggage, in the train, and I realized it right before I was exiting the station. And it was kind of bad because I was leaving for a flight in a few hours that day, and I just realized I forgot the bag in the train. Thankfully, the train was at the end of the line, but when I went back to the train to look for my luggage, it was already gone. Now, you would probably think someone took it or stole it, right? But this is Japan. That doesn't usually happen. So what normally happens when a train is at the end of the line or at a station or at a main stopping station, there are cleaners that come through the train and quickly take anything that was left behind, and including trash and lost luggage. So what happened was one of the cleaners, and this is basically in the span of 5 minutes, okay? Think of it. There's a span of 5 minutes that they did this. They took my luggage, which was up on a rack, and put it in the lost and found right next to the watch box, right next to the turnstiles. And I asked the person if they knew English, and they flatly said out no. So I just scrambled with the Japanese I could come up at my panic state in like wasuremono, backpaku, densha, train, and I showed them my ticket, and they kind of sort of got it and went into the office. It's like, oh yeah, here's a backpack that we just got recently. Is it this? That's probably what they said when they went into the office, and when they came out and I saw the backpack, I was so relieved. Honestly, the backpack only contained dirty clothes, but it was still my backpack full of dirty clothes, and I kind of wanted it back. If I lost it, nothing huge would be lost, but it was still my stuff in there. So, yeah, I had to come up with this on the spot, and it somehow worked out. Wasuremono. I'll try not to forget this forgotten item next time. Pressure. We have a cliff and we have dirt. I guess if you think about it, there are pressures on dirt to make it into stratified layers. Oh, Atsu. Atsu. Dirt under a cliff is going a lot of pressure. It really is though. Atsu? Atsuryoku, pressure. Atsu, chiatsu, blood pressure. Hiyatsu, air pressure. Shiatsu, you may have heard. Shiatsu just means a finger pressure, as in a massage. Pressure with your finger. I did not realize this until I saw this kanji. Just now. But most people, when they think shiatsu, they think the balls on the chair, right? A shiatsu massage, but no. A shiatsu is just a massage. Literally massaging with your fingers. Amazing. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's where that comes from. Honestly, a lot of Japanese phrases and words that we take as something so meaningful in English actually is just regular words over there. That means probably something mundane. It's funny. We're gonna have to dissect this at some point. Okay, we have the exist kanji again apparently. So is this no, it's different. It's a different one. Actually, no, this is a different radical underneath, but it still also means exist. Huh. Okay. Looks like the main part out here is gonna be the same, but the stuff underneath is also different. So because of that, the pronunciation is different. Zai instead of zone. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Zanzai is to exist, but I'm talking about zan, that first kanji that you just put down. That's the one I ran into first. But to exist is to exist. Go figure. Existence is what they put down over here. Can I click on it? I can click on it. Zanzai, existence. And zanzai suru, to exist. Let's see. This would be jitsuzai, reality. Sonzai, sorry. Sonzai. Jitsuzai, reality. Isn't there another word for reality? I think there's another word for that. This one I haven't seen before. What's that kanji? Genzai, present day, genzai. Smoky. Okay. Fair enough. We have the kanji for smoke. And the E at the end, so that's generally an adjective, but what's the pronunciation? Nemui. Oh no, kemui. Kemui as in a chemical. Oh, kemuri. Kemuri is smoke. But I guess you drop the ri in kemuri and make it kemui instead. Okay. I think that's a little easier to remember. Alright. So this is individual I think the key things here to remember are individual. The key things to remember are the person on the left and the pronunciation on the right. It still doesn't click very easily, but it kind of is there. Kemui shitsu chimney. Oh no, wait, that's not shitsu. What's that? Kemui tosu chimney. I'm surprised there is a word for chimney in Japanese because I don't think that's common. At least, at the very least, there are no chimneys or fireplaces in houses in Japan. Not that I know of, actually. Entotsu, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Entotsu. Now, they'll probably have... I think they might have, like, smokestacks if they cook outside. I don't know if they generally do, though. But chimneys are generally not a thing. At least I haven't seen one that I can remember seeing. Individual. Okay, so this is exist. Oh, not exist. We'll get back to it. Wasuremono. Wasuremono. Forgotten item. This is ko. Ko. Pronunciation ko. So this is kemui, smoky. Smoky. Wasuremono. Wasure, forgot. Mono, item, forgotten item. Oh, this one's exist. This one's a zai. Yeah, that's a zai. This one is pressure. Forgot what the pronunciation is. Is it satsu? No, zan? This one is pressure though. Atsu, as in hot. Hot pressure. Somehow hot pressure. But this is pressure, so this is atsu. Pressure. Okay. We only got one weird kanji today, or at least one weird radical, which is this this chevron flood looking thing. I was hoping to get that one, so good on that. I was also hoping to get this. Apparently there's a radical for explosion, but none of the kanji that's associated with means explosion. No bakuhatsu here. I have a feeling bakuhatsu is going to be a different kanji combination, because it's just not here. It just looks like an X though. Look at that. It's an X with 4 different strokes. Why? Why not just make an X? Bakuhatsu. Okay, let me try to break down the kanji for that one. I'll put it on screen so we can see it. It's a little hard to see in chat. Okay, Bakuhatsu. We will leave with this today. So Bakuhatsu, the first one, Baku, has the radicals for fire and violent. We have both apparently in it. So a violent fire and departure, which is the second one. So fire, a violent fire departing rapidly is an explosion, a Bakuhatsu. Did I get that right? Did I get that breakdown correct? It's interesting when you think about some of these things, and this is one of the more straightforward kanji at the very least. There's definitely more confusing ones, but this is very straightforward. Alright. Okay. One of these days though, we're gonna have to look at how to read actual examples in real life. Let me just show you one example right now out of many that will eventually go over. Oh, take the text off. Take the text off. Nope, don't do that. Image right here. So we'll be going over this kind of thing in the future. I hope that's big enough for you guys to read. I am not gonna try to read this right now, but you can see this is a boarding ticket for a specific time. I don't know why they put the kanji for afternoon, or yeah, afternoon here, when it clearly says 1500. Oh no, that's not afternoon. I think that's departure. Oh, departure time is 1500. I'm sorry. But I'm not going to try to read the rest of this, but we'll have reading practices, some of this sort in the future. I want to do this so that we all can learn from it. And it will also help me too. It helps me, it helps you, and you get to see some pictures that I took in Japan of random stuff that has some things to read. Janai wa Jiyu Setsu desu? I have no idea. Which line was that? Which line is that? There's a lot of complicated kanji on this thing right now. I may have to make it bigger. Yeah, you can... Oh wait, which one says GU? Which line? The first line? So shanai wa inside the car. In this case, it's going to be inside the bus. Jiyu seki desu. I can actually read that now. Shanai wa jiyu seki desu. Yeah, pick whatever. It's not. There's no assigned seating. Basically, what they mean is there's no assigned seating, and that's basically what we did. We sat anywhere. The main thing you needed to get on the bus was the boarding ticket. Yes. All right, we're getting something. Nice. I want to see this more in the future. Okay, I'm gonna have to comb through all my photos, and at some point we will do reading exercises like this, and I think it'll be interesting for everyone. Right. Anyway, I'll leave here for now. Thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you for going through this review with me, and thank you for being patient with me with all of this. I will finish the rest of the reviews after I get some lunch, because I haven't eaten anything today except for a bagel. I say I haven't eaten anything except for a bagel, but if you think about it, bagels are kind of heavy. Bagels are almost 300 calories for one thing. It's ridiculous how heavy they are. Yes, you were very helpful, Yuki. Thank you for explaining a lot of the things that I do not understand. And I hope it also helps you. You know, even though you know more than me, I hope it helps you review some things. One can still want something more. I think I will. I think what I want to do. What I want to eat after this is a frozen pizza. Not pizza from Frozen, but I have one frozen pizza in the fridge, and I'm gonna eat the entire thing once after I cook it. That's what I'm gonna do today. Today is a bad decisions day, and bad decision means a giant thing of pizza. I don't know which pizza I have left, but yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for being patient again, and we'll do this again hopefully in a couple of weeks if I level up in Wanikani. I don't tend to do the same level twice on stream. If I don't do it in a couple of weeks, then we'll either take a break or find something else to review. Alright, see you guys, see you everyone, have a good rest of your day. And get something to eat if you haven't eaten yet, or get some rest in the case of Europe time. Bye bye everyone, see you later. I'm gonna turn off the music. I didn't realize the music was still playing. Or are you talking about the ED? I think it's just the ED. Oh well.